That's right. It's me, Richie T, here visiting with the folks from Paramore. I'm kind of nervous because I really have a crush on her right there. And everyone, I put it out on Facebook today, and I was like, hey, I get to interview Paramore, and they're like, wait, really? Tell her I love her. Tell her I love her. So from a great deal, many people.
That's sweet.
We all love you.
Thank you.
I'm going to try and move on past this.
As you watch out, we'll beat you up.
Yeah, I got my boys.
We got chains ready, okay?
You guys are pretty thug-like, so I'm pretty scared.
Hey, we've been to jail, okay?
Yeah. So it's Hayley, obviously. Right in front of me is Taylor, and then to my left is Jeremy. Not that you can see because, well, you're listening to this thing. But I think it's so great that you guys do this kind of stuff. I know a lot of people, when they get to the big rock star thing, it's like, the listeners kind of disappear. And I think it's so awesome you guys are willing to take time, not only with radio stations, but to meet the people who are making you guys who you are.
Totally. This is, what would we be doing if people weren't playing our records?
Definitely don't feel like rock stars. We feel like normal people. And every time someone says that, we're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys make that comment a lot in the different interviews that I read trying to get ready for this. Because admittedly, I didn't know a lot of the ins and outs and everything, and I didn't want to come on and sound like an idiot. Although I've already been able to knock that sucker out.
There you go. You're good.
So it's just like, it seems like it's just three friends hanging out, playing music.
Yeah, that's a feeling that, I think when you start a band, you feel that. And we kind of felt for a few years like it was a lost sort of, we didn't have that anymore. And the place that we're at right now, it's so, I guess, healthy is a good word for it. But, really, we're just having such a good time. And even just doing stuff like this really makes us feel really connected with people. And that's what we're in a band to do.
So how did it come about, right? It's high school friends.
Yeah.
If I read it right, back in Tennessee. I've been to Franklin, by the way. I want you guys to know that. I've also Thomas Station. What's up?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's small town. I spent a night there once.
That's awesome.
I won't tell you what I was doing.
Man.
Yeah, right.
Right.
And even closer, my uncle taught you vocal lessons, Brett Manning.
Whoa,
Yeah.
That is wild.
I guess he's more my uncle and Lie's my wife's uncle.
Oh, yeah.
So
still, that's such a small world, man. Right? Yeah, that's crazy.
So you guys, how did it come about? You're sitting around going, was it you, Hayley, that's like, I want to form a band?
I moved to Nashville.
After your parents got divorced?
Yes, when I was you did do your homework.
Yeah.
And I first met Jeremy because at the school that I was going to and at my mom's school, because she was a teacher, there was flyers for this covers band that Jeremy was in that was looking for another singer because they lost one of theirs. And so I came in, tried out, made the cut, and we became friends. So we were playing music together for a while.
What was the name of that band? I didn't write it down, but it was
The Factory.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yes, Factory Band. And then meanwhile I switched schools and I started going to this homeschool tutorial, and that's where I met. I ended up meeting Taylor at a football game for the school that he was going to, and we all just it's a big town, but it's a pretty small town at the same time, and everyone plays music, and especially the young, the kids in school, and we ended up all playing together. We were in different bands together, we were in the same band together, and then we ended up in Paramore, and it was awesome.
Now, as I understand it, though, Jeremy, at first you weren't so hip to having a chick singer, right? Were you one of the ones?
No.
It alludes to that there was someone in the band that was like, chick singer. We don't want a chick singer.
Yeah, we were nervous about it because that's when music is the most fun, is when you're first starting and you're just like, we can dream this and we can make this whatever we want, you know, and I think we took it really serious. We're like, all right, guys, this could be a problem if we have a girl singer. Look what happened with No Doubt. All the guys didn't get attention. We can't fall in love with her. We made all these ground rules and took it really serious. And anyway, but now we're glad.
I also took the place of a guy singer too. That was the other thing, is there was already a singer. Our friend Randall was in the band, and
that's not a rock star name, so that's
Randall.
Poor Randall.
I love Randall. We're still friends, but
I'm sorry, that's a total rock star name, Randall. You could come back anytime.
But I ended up like I took his spot, and so I don't know. I think that it was a big shift, and some of the guys were like, "Wait, okay." They wanted me to play with them because we started writing some songs together, and everyone was into it. But then they were like, it was just a shift. I don't know, whatever. It was fun.
So where did you feel like, you talk about like the creation of with the band, you're like, oh, it's so fun at first. Where do you feel like it was finally like, this is it, this is happening for us?
I feel like we toured for a long time, van and trailer, and never saw a home, and that was like an amazing feeling at first. All of us broke, like trying to figure out how to buy a hot dog outside of the Warped Tour shows and stuff. But when we first did our first headlining tour, the Emergency Tour, what year was that even?
2006.
Yeah. We played like 48 shows and didn't think we were going to sell out any of the shows. We were just excited to be like on a bus and like have that kind of thing.
This is so much better than a band.
Yeah.
It's longer.
Seriously, we didn't even know what to do with ourselves. So we would just like sit at the window and watch like the fans line up around the block, and we'd just be staring at them like, I think they're gonna like the show. Oh, there's a Paramore shirt. It was like the coolest feeling ever. Ended up selling out a bunch of those shows, and
we sold out. I think all but
44 of the 48 shows, and we were like every day we were like freaking out.
It was so cool.
That was such a good feeling.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's just kind of like, okay, this is it.
Yeah, we were like, hey, we actually have fans that want to come see us.
Well, it sounds weird too, but like we didn't make money as Paramore for a really long time. We didn't like even know how long we could physically or financially do it. And when it started becoming like this thing that we were self-sufficient, we could have a bus on tour, and people were selling out our shows and coming and hanging out with us, like lining up that morning. That like, for kids and especially I think for our parents too, to see like, oh, okay, this is like a legit thing. This is going to be, I mean, it's their job, but it's a band. It's not really a traditional job. I don't know. It was, that's when like everyone started to take, like our parents took us seriously then. And we were like, okay, now we've proved ourselves. We're able to like make this really work.
You don't have to keep doing that rock and roll stuff. You can go to college. Did you guys have some of that stuff from parents?
So much,
Oh yeah, of course. We all did get our diplomas, though. We didn't go to college, but we got our high school diplomas.
I want to back up a little bit. Paramore, as I read, tell me if I'm wrong, because Wikipedia is known to be wrong. It's the maiden name of someone?
Yeah.
Who?
In one of the early incarnations of the band, our bass player, his mother's maiden name was Paramore, and we were just sitting around like, man, what's a cool band name? What's your mom's maiden name? Like, and it was like Smith. We're like, no.
They've already got one of those.
Yeah. So then we got to Paramore, and we were like, oh man, that's cool. And then later on, it was just like trying to figure out, because we found out that it meant things, and so it was like
secret lovers.
But then we found out in one language it meant for love, and we're like, okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
We did that.
And then also, you were bullied.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like
who could pick on you? That's what I'm
but
thinking now, and of course that's a retrospective kind of hindsight.
Yeah.
Who dare pick on Hayley?
Anything and everything. She's so tiny. Anything could pick on.
Oh my gosh, dude. Well, I mean, on top of that, I moved from a small town in Mississippi to still a small town, but a much bigger town comparatively in Tennessee. And I just was like, it was like the middle of 7th grade, which everyone, guys and girls alike, are just like at their worst, and hormones are just people are just changing and becoming monsters. And I showed up like the first day of the 2nd semester, and it was like I was just an easy target. And I don't know, I was a lesbian apparently. I was
really.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I was everything. Anything that you could have called me or thought about me, whether it was true or not, it was like. People were just, it was not cool. And I also am kind of, I mean, I don't really like party or anything like that. So, then there was that aspect of it as well. Like, oh, why don't you want to come to my party tonight? I don't know, because I want to go watch Legally Blonde at home in my sweatpants, But it was just a weird, like, really bad timing of transition. And then I came home from school crying, and I was like, Mom, you don't want me to be like any of those people. Like, please help me figure something out. And I ended up doing that homeschool tutorial where I met like.
Now, what does that mean? Because to me, homeschool is being taught in your home. So
Yeah.
tutorial sounds like school for homeschool kids. What sounds like school?
Yeah, it is. But actually, it ruled because it was only 1 day a week.
Oh, nice.
I think Taylor was like the other school that did it, and his was like 4 days a week, wasn't it? Or
I didn't go to a tutorial.
Oh,
but
I thought
I
you
went. I
did.
went there. I went there my junior year.
Oh, okay, that's what
But
it was.
I had to go 2 days a week.
Oh, okay. See, that's
Yeah,
nothing.
that's rough. 2 days a week is school.
Right. I seriously like did homework at a coffee shop. You know, it was awesome.
So I want to talk a couple of collaborations here. How was doing the Muppets? Was that cool? Doing Rainbow
Yeah.
Connection with the Muppets?
Yeah. Well, I'm a big Weezer fan. Not like I don't like Trivia Me or anything, but
Yeah.
I really love Weezer, and I think Rivers is sort of a genius. And so they had this idea that he and I would do the Rainbow Connection. We would do a cover of it, and when I heard the version that he sent me, it was so cool. Oh my gosh, like I was just like, are you kidding that someone wants me to sing on something this rad? And people don't know this, but the original version, he had a guitar solo, and I just, to this very day, I wish that he had kept it in the song, but he didn't like it. It was so cool. It was so rad.
And then also the B.O.B. and Eminem thing.
Yeah. That was nuts too.
Woo.
I don't get it.
Yeah, Jeremy's over here. My favorite.
I'm a
Eminem.
fan.
Yeah.
Eminem. So, I mean, how does something like that come about? Is it, hey, Hayley, yeah, Eminem here. Just thinking about doing this amazing song that will hit in every single market that everyone will love.
Actually, Eminem wasn't on it until after I was on it.
Okay.
He sort of like, yeah, what now, Eminem?
Yeah. Whoa.
No, he came on it. I guess he heard the song and really liked it, and I got word, like someone called me and told me he was going to be on it, and I immediately called Jeremy. I was like, dude, you're not going to believe this, but my voice is on a song with Eminem now. And yeah, he didn't believe it.
Yeah, right.
Can I meet him?
Prove it. Prove it. I'm still waiting for that one.
All right, but Bob is after I did that, we ended up doing a tour with him, or B.O.B. as most people know him.
Yeah.
We did
Bob, as his friends call him.
yeah. Bobby Ray, as I like to call him. But we did a tour with him in the UK, and since then, all of us, we're really still good friends with him. He's such a cool guy, and his whole band is cool. So I don't know. It was just that was a really good example of how music brings people together, and from two completely different genres. I mean, we have like a lifelong friend.
Right on. So the album comes out April 9th. It's called Paramore.
Yes.
And you can get, obviously, in line to get that. You can already purchase it. I was looking online on Amazon. I can pre-purchase it.
Yes,
Nice.
pre-order that. Pre-order it. It's good.
And, the single Now, obviously, out. And then you were mentioning last Wednesday you did a performance of a song that you can get on YouTube now. What's that called?
Yeah, that's called Still Into You.
Okay.
It's our next single.
Very awesome. And along with the album coming out, you're doing a thing with Mac Makeup that I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I am.
Taylor is doing that. He looks beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, the orange seems like it would suit your skin tone,
Yeah,
so I'm excited.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's nuts too. That's one of those things. It's kind of like the B.O.B. thing. I love Mac. I think that it's like an iconic brand, and I'm so happy that they wanted to do something with me, because I don't feel like I'm one of the. I don't feel like I'm, I guess, cool or like makeup-ish enough to do something like that. But I'm excited.
Well, you guys are, so own it, especially you.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
you know I
T.
will.
I look forward. They'll do a whole makeup sketch for you. You go down to the Mac counter, Taylor. They'll take care of you.
Oh, I taught them.
Put some
how to
rouge.
do it.
taught
Yeah,
them.
I'm the instructor.
They'll sketch your face. Thanks, guys, for taking some time
Thanks
with
so
me.
much.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Paramore.
Thanks, man.